Hello developers, today we are going to develop this e-commerce shoe application in Jetpack Compose. This UI looks cool, right? So let's start implementation. Create a new project with the empty activity. So I just want to remove the default functions here and greeting. So for the time's sake, I'm already added my drawables within this drawable folders. You can just download from the Figma file. I just give in description. And also I just added my own custom things. So just pass the video and note down the color schemes. So let's start the implementation. For this I'm just going to use a preview composable for a side by side implementation. You can see here in preview function main screen. So you can see the main screen contains these fields, right? So this only we are going to develop. First it's a row contains two icons, one text field. So row it contains two icons, right? Icon. In between there is a text field. Let's say good morning. The icon, let it be icons dot filled. Just import the icon by option enter or alt enter. Filled by menu. Content description null. Similarly, these icons like filled, like search, content description null. I'm just going to use a modifier fill max width to take the entire width of the screen and wrap content height, right? And you can see like these contents are nearby, so I'm just add a spacer here. For this spacer, modifier dot weight of 1f to stretch the items towards the right. Now it will be center aligned. For the good morning text, I'm just going to use font weight of semi bold and let it be some font size 20 sp. Font size must be in sp. I hope it's perfect. Vertical alignment dot center vertically. Cool, right? And these must be wrapped inside the whole screen. So for whole screen I'm just going to use column for stacking the items vertically one by one. Fill max size to take the entire size screen, right? And padding for horizontal, for vertical, let's say 20 dp. dp must be initialized, and here padding horizontal, let it be 20 dp. Now perfect, right? What else? There is a text field and image here. For this I'm going to use again a row with the text field and image, right? Okay, let it be this is the full max size, and this text field contains a world with some another color. So for this I'm going to use build annotated string to change the color with styles, span style up and text style span style color dot black. Similarly, I am duplicating with the command D or op control D. This must be a border color like brown color. I'm just used to in color.kt, right? So I'm just reusing it. Just check. Start a new life in the world with us. Start a new life in the world with us. So let it be with the font size of 32 dp, default parameter. Second is modifier, font size 32 sp, and font weight, some semi bold I am just giving here. What else? Line height, let it be some 40 sp. That's the space between the words, right? So here I'm for painter image, I'm just using painter resources, order drawable.img shop. I already downloaded there. Content description null. Here we need to add some weight for 65% of this text field and remaining percent for that field, right? Fill max width, wrap content height, padding horizontal, let it be 20 dp. And here padding start, let it be 20 dp. Now looks perfect. Here we need to add some padding vertical at 20 dp. Stop space, right? So after this we are going to use this text field. Similarly row, it contains two text fields. I'm just going to reuse these text fields for now. Your favorite shoes, view all. Right, here I am going to use 20 sp as a default, and here I am going to use 16 sp. Here I am going to use normal. Move it to this, need to move into right. For this I'm just going to use like vertical alignment or center technique. Again I am going to add a spacer modifier dot weight 1f. Here padding horizontal 20 dp. Now it looks fine. After that I am going to add this product image. For product items I am going to use composable function shoe item. It might be a little bit tricky part, so let's focus on this. I'm going to use a column here. Let it be from fixed size of, modifier of height 300 dp and width something like 200 dp. Okay, here I am going to use an attractive color for linear gradient. We need to use brush dot linear gradient, list of colors. Here I am going to use red 1 and red 2, which I am ported here. Fine. Here I am going to use background linear gradient, rounded corner shape, let it be 12 dp. Perfect, cool. What else? That's the image in between there. For image I am going to use something like wrap within the box, as each image may have different size, right? So I'm just wrapping within my box. So size of 150, let it be height and which need to be same size of 150 dp. Painter resource all drawable dot red shoe, and the content description given as null. Cool. I'm going to use some another thing like content scale here. Modifier fill max size to take the size of the parent, and the content scale dot fill bounds. Now it looks perfect. Center. And here I am going to use padding horizontal of 20 dp. Perfect. And I am going to use padding top of 20 dp. And here you can see like there is a hot icon. So for that I am going to use a row box that contains icon, right? Icons dot filled dot favorite, content description null. Third parameter is modifier and tint, which is the color of the icon. I'm just giving us a white color here. And also we need to give like a size, let it be 18 dp. Here modifier not padding, let it be 5, start the 12 dp, no, end the 12 dp, top the 12 dp. Right, we need to move this towards right side. So I'm just going to use weight 1f to move towards the right. Modifier dot weight 1f. With the same box itself. Background brown, rounded corner shape, no, circle shape. With padding, after giving the color I'm just going to try to use padding, right? Side it. Hope it works. Yeah, what else? We need to add this text fields, right? For those text field I'm going to use text. Nike basketball shoes, red and white. Nike basketball shoes. Modifier red and white. Let it be $300. Here font size must be 16 sp. Here something like 14 sp is fine. And here I'm going to use font size, that's a 14 sp. Here similarly font size 14 sp is fine. Little bit weight I am adding, like font weight or semi bold. Here I am going to add a color dot light gray. Cool. No, dark gray is fine. What else we need to add? Where finally we are going to add add to cart, right? for this, for now, safety purpose, I'm just adding top 5 dB. Let it be. And for that add to cart, I'm just going to create a box, right? Box outside the box. Okay, create a box with the text which contains add to cart modifier dot something like background, brown color text, round corner shape, 12. After that, I'm just giving some padding, horizontal is 16 dB, vertical let it be 8 dB, color dot white, right? And font also something like 16 is fine. Font weight not semi-bold is fine. Cool. We need to move this towards bottom, right? For this, I'm going to wrap this with another box. With some height of modifier, height of 320 dB, wrap content with. Just be careful, I'm just going to add another box, modifier, match path, and I am going to add content alignment dot bottom center. Now cool, it's just aligned to bottom, right? Perfect. I'm just going to use this shoe item within my main screen. So for this, I'm going to use preview. Just remove the preview here. Row for I in 1 to 5 shoe item. Let it be modifier dot padding top, let it be 20 dB, and horizontal arrangement dot spaced by 20 dB. Let's say. Cool. And something horizontal scroll is there. Remember horizontal scroll state. Now let it be, it's fine. We can also add a start. Looking perfect. And finally, in bottom also I'm just going to do the same. Before that, we need to use a variety of gradients, right? For this, I'm going to use 4 types of gradient, 3, 4, red, blue, Now I'm just going to pass an index here to give that color effects. Add a parameter, index is added. When I divided by 4, which is index divided by 4, in the case la f0 linear gradient 1, 1 linear gradient 2, 2 linear gradient 3, 3 linear gradient 4, else linear gradient 1. Was a gradient here, yeah, which looks perfect. Similarly, we need to change the image also, right? For this, I'm going to use val image similar when only r.drawable.red shoe blue shoe, green shoe, yellow shoe, just a red shoe. I'm just going to image in image resources. Yeah, looks fine, right? And here I'm going to use another row with I-1. If items are cutting, right, so we are going to add a scrollables, vertical scroll, removable scroll style. These scrollable items, and finally we are going to add this bottom bar. For adding bottom bar, I'm just going to create a data class which contains a bottom item. So data class must be capital letter usually. So it contains text, which is string, and the image, which is int, right? So why I am creating this, because in model it has image and text, right? We need to use combination of both items. So in main screen, I'm just going to create a val items equal to list of bottom item, which is called home, icons dot default dot home. Fine. So let's change this. It's not an int, drawable only int. So it's the image vector. And here shop bookmark profile, comma shop. Let it say shop bookmark. That I'm using star profile person, right? We are going to use this in bottom bar. So for adding the bottom bar, I'm just going to create a row with the modifier dot padding horizontal 20 dp and vertically in 20 dp, vertical 20 dp, some background color dot white, rounded corner shape 12 dp, and wrap content height fill max width. Once this is done, I'm going to use items Column, why here column means top contains image and text, right? So top la it's a icon, bottom la it's a text. Yeah, so I'm just going to use items not for each. It dot image content description null, it dot text modifier font size 16 sp, like that I'm going to add. So let it be. And you can see this is not added, right? Because we are going to use to wrap it in the box. So here also I'm going to use a box. Wrap content size, content alignment dot bottom center. Now it looks better. What else we need to add? Horizontal arrangement dot space between, which is evenly. Looks better. We are going to add a top padding also. $10 dB is fine. Yeah, hope looks better. Horizontal alignment dot center horizontally, fine. Vertical arrangement looks better. And finally we are going to use a tint here, color dot light gray. Here modifier, after that only tint we can apply. But in one case we can't use, which is here a little bit tricky, so just be careful. If it is index equal to 0, which is first index in our case, I am going to use color dot, which is brown. Else use this color. Similarly, if index dot hope it's fine. Let's run our project. Before running the project, make sure I just remove this padding and make this as 120. So you can adjust your paddings and height whenever you need. Yeah, it's cool, right? So that's all about the tutorial. So this is just a UI screen of our Shoe app. So for further more tutorials, please subscribe to PanaScript. Thank you.